YouTube. This is Tycooners Steve coming back for episode 24 of our Let's Play in the Zoo. And I'm going to go a little off script today because I have a confession to make. Way back, like episode 2 or 3, a lot of people in the comments asked me to do something, and I promised I would do it, and I have been completely remiss. I just forgot about it. And that thing is to build a reptile house, which is something I absolutely love to do in this game. And the reason I remembered it is because I noticed I had a big chunk of uncharted land here in this section of our African house, our African session, and I thought, what the heck am I going to fill that up with? Well, first I thought, well, that's a nice big spot. I really should move the elephants over there, but I am still pretty happy with our elephant display. It's going along pretty well. It's a little cramped, but that's enough room for 2 elephants. They seem to be getting along quite happy. You'll notice I'm not even getting any angry comments. I actually went through this time and made all of my animals happy and made sure they were all in pens so our guests weren't scared. So I was thinking maybe I should use this big uncharted land for our sort of a Operation Dumbo Drop, where we move our elephants to a bigger space. I realized I didn't really need it, so instead I'm going to go ahead and do one of my favorite things with the reptile house. And you may be asking, oh, if it's one of his favorite things, he must have a plan in mind to do this reptile house. No, you would be wrong, because of course I'm just going to wing this. I do have sort of a standard reptile house I like to do. It's not quite enough room there to fit it in exactly like how I want. So we're going to be doing a little something different. Basically what I'm going to be doing is making a circular house with a bunch of displays around it. And I think it's going to come out really nice if it looks like it does in my head. Of course, that's no guarantee that that's how that actually will happen. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab some glass fences, and I'm going to kind of define the inside of the area. So let's say our guests walk in here. Let me do a pathway first, so I know exactly where where our entrance is going to be at least. Sticking with that safari path, kind of in the middle. It looks vaguely middle-ish right there. Okay, and let me grab some fences here. So I think the way I'm going to do it is, let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think we got enough room. Let's do a 6. 1, 2, 3. This might be too large. What am I thinking here? Just kind of working out the shape in my head. Yeah, that might be a little bit larger than I want it to be. I know how I'll do it. I'll change the dimensions. Because frankly, I don't think I have enough African-specific reptiles. So it's going to be 2 by 3. Let's see, I need to build in the entrances. Oh no, because the entrances will be in the back. Yeah, I'll make it. Okay. I'm sure this will all make sense. Yes. Because the displays. And I'm not going to leave this glass all the way around, but I'm just doing this so I can map out the outline of the building in my head right now. Two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Somehow that didn't add up right. 1, 2. Oh, it's going to be a 2 over there. That's right. Okay. Because our entrance is only 2 wide. Okay. And yeah, that's going to work for those. Let's pick a... So I think I'm going to keep the outside of the building still. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the outside of the building that same sort of African safari thing, so it looks like a main part of our African center. And just building this one off the cages is where we want them. Let me finish the cages so I'm sure I'm putting these in the exact right spot. And I'll just use wood for the back for now. And 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. And I believe that's the correct dimensions, but we'll find out here in a jiffy. And let's leave that as one big impressive display in the back with something huge. I'm not exactly sure what I'll put back there because I've already used crocodiles. And that tends to be the biggest reptile. But this is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paddocks. Oh no, I let a black bear go. Okay, so I didn't have it perfect, I guess. I thought I had fixed all the mistakes, but oh well. It's just a black bear. What harm could it do? Anyway, back to the reptile house. Alrighty. And just finish our outside wall here. I don't think that's going to sink into the ground. Nope. It didn't. Good. No sinkage. Why does that seem a little off? Let's just rotate around here. Yeah, I just left too big a gap on this side. And you don't have to get it this close together, but I just like to for my own insanity. Okay. So this is going to be our reptile house. Do I want glass walls on those entrances as people come in? Yes, I do. I do want glass there, I've decided. It's been decided. Glass. Boom. Nope, not right there. In fact, I should probably go to a 3 high just so these all even up. Glass there. There. Near. There. 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 Yeah, so, I forget who it was. A couple of different people said Reptile House. You can check the comments way back, like I said, in episode 2 or 3. But I really do love making reptile houses. I don't know why. They are actually really good if you're doing a challenge mode game. I know I always throw in a little challenge mode tidbit every time. It's become a running gag. But because they let you put a bunch of exhibits right next to each other and still look like really, really good, aesthetically pleasing, there's something I do recommend learning how to do. So you can make something that looks really good and also draws in a lot of guests and makes a lot of guests happy and gets you a lot of donations. And just filling this in. So I know there's going to be at least some snakes. I don't know if it's going to be all snakes or not. I think I want to leave like a little gap in the middle where I can put in a statue of some kind or something. I don't know about that. It might not be a big enough gap if I make these all too wide like I want to. Maybe. It's going to give me a nice little diamond shape there. Oh, I kind of like that because it kind of looks like a reminiscent of a cobra spread hood. So I do like that a lot. Maybe this will just be all snakes. I don't know if I have enough snakes to do that. to, I think I will. But there we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different little houses for my guys. And, you know, I wonder, I wasn't thinking about this, but I wonder if that's going to be the right size and shape for me to drop the straw roof on. Oh, it's almost perfect for the straw roof. Okay, so we're going to be putting the straw roof on, so it's going to look awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's find some creepy crawlies that we can stuff into our cool little reptile house. I say it's cool, and you just agree with me, because I'm awesome like that. All right. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to do is switch this over, and I'm not going to use... I'm trying to think, what should I do here? Pretty sure I have an actual reptile pack. I'm kind of just sorting through here. Crazy random fish. I don't have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, they're not in alphabetical order. That's why I can't just find them like that. I thought I had a Reptilia pack that came... Huh. Maybe I don't have Reptilia anymore. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just find some reptiles. I wish you could just sort it by the reptiles. If not, I might have to pause for a moment and add the Reptilia pack. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm sorry about this, guys. I thought I had reinstalled the Reptilia pack, and I don't see it here. Alright, so just give me a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back right about... And we're back. And it took me a little bit longer than I thought, but I found the Reptilia pack. So let's download it now. Even better, it was right next to the amphibian pack, so I might even throw some amphibians in here. But right now we are going to be concentrating on our reptiles, which will be awesome. So let's load up Reptilia here. And I know we've got a few animals. I know that a Jackson's chameleon is an African animal. I'm actually just going to have to kind of check the rest of them. Ring-necked spitting cobra. Where are you from? I believe you're African. Yes, you are. Southern Africa. That's very cool. Marine iguanas. Those come from the Galapagos Islands, I know. They're also a really cool animal to have because they do swim around. New Caledonian. That's obviously going to be from there. Panther chameleon from Madagascar. Definitely usable here. And the plume basculus is South America. Okay, so the big things are going to be the Jackson chameleon, the panther chameleon, and the ring-necked spitting cobra. We're also going to use the desert tortoises from the regular Zoo Tycoon content. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have to put in something big. I don't think Lafault's Garl is. I believe that's South America. Oh, no, it's actually... Oh, it's actually from Southeast Asia. Okay, so we'll have to find one other thing to put in. We might use like a desert monitor or something that's big right in here. But let's start with using these two little front exhibits. I think I want to use them for my Jackson chameleon and for my panther chameleon. So chameleons on either side. And I'm just thinking one more thing. Do I want to put access doors on the inside here? The reason I'm thinking that is it would give me an opportunity to put up some sign. Oh, no, I know what I'm going to do with the signage, so never mind. Don't even worry about that. Don't even think about it. Okay, let's start here. I hope you're not getting dizzy as I swirl around. Let's do it with the panther chameleons first. Alright, so panther chameleon. Nice little guy. So cute, so little. First thing we're going to do is put an entrance to their exhibit right there in the corner, so it's not going to be very obvious to guests walking in. And we'll switch over the biome to what makes our panther chameleons happy. I believe they're rainforest. Yep, rainforest. Maybe stick with dirt, and then we'll add grass as we go. And they're going to have a little home. I've actually got a couple cool homes that I can use, but some of these are kind of big. So I think I'm going to stick with the smaller scrub home. Just put it back here. Real easy for them to get to. And since this is a smaller display, I'm going to kind of do the things we need to get in first and then design around it. Now, included in that very cool reptile pack is this dropping water feeder, which works so great for our reptiles. So we're going to put one of those here. And we'll just put down, again, from that, the rancid meat. Yes, you too can have rancid meat. Rancid meat because it attracts flies, and they actually eat the flies is the idea. And let's see, there's a little rock or something I can drop in? Just kind of maybe extend the look of that burrow a little bit. And put one up front here. Let's go ahead, not some trees, but let's go ahead and grab some plants. This guy is from... Where is this guy from? I believe it's Central? Oh, no, that's right, he's Madagascar. He's Madagascar. So he's going to be a little bit of a different place. Of course, the flamingo lilies. But what we're going to make good uses of these hanging vines. I don't know if you can really see them. There they are. It's too high. Too high. I think these might all be too high. Oh, no, that one's we're getting shorter. Yeah, they're all a little too high. Okay, that's fine. And once again, I'm going to try and stay with plants that would actually grow in the same area as our little friend here. Ah, poinsettias. Paleo jungle palm predates him by a couple thousand years. A couple million years, I should say. All of these nice ferns. I might use those ferns even though they're not technically in the right biome. Small jungle palm. It's kind of useful for anywhere. Rainforest grass, of course. Oh, birds of paradise. Oh, I actually do like the look of that. And that is from the Horn of Africa, it looks like, from that diagram. Let me just double check, see if it's bird of paradise. Yeah, it's common South Africa. Yep. Okay, so they're not technically Madagascar, but they're pretty close, and I do like the look of them. So we're going to use them to decorate a lot of this. And then we'll fill in. Fill in with some grass, too, probably. Anything else I'm missing? Maybe some violets. Nah, I don't really like the look. We're going to grab one of these kind of all-purpose plants. 2. And I don't want to fill too much in because I don't think you'd be able to see the panther chameleons if I put in way too much. But let's see if I got some trees that'll going to fit inside here. And we might want to increase the total height of the thing too. That's always possible. But put in this nice tropical looking banana plant here. Rotate it the other way is what I want to do, like that. How's that going to look down here? Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now let's just get some of the low rainforest grass to kind of flesh out the area. And tall, short. There's a lot of grass around the outside here. Sort of leave the dirt. I think I'm going to put down one more source of food for it too, just in case. Let's use one of these insect mounds that comes with the African Adventure expansion, I believe. Okay, very cool. Very cool, and I believe those trees are going to be a little higher than the fencing, so I'm going to go and take the fencing up to a 4, I think. 4 or 3? I forget what size there are. Okay. Oh, see, it's trying to get me to switch to just the... What does the acrylic glass look like? It's good, but it's a little too low for my purposes. So, switch to all again. All again. Just can't wait to go back to all again. So is 3 taller? Yeah, 3 is taller. It's only too high, so yeah, definitely going to go up to a 3 here. Or a 4. I guess I was fooling myself. You know what I'm going to do is keep the glass. Yeah, I'm going to keep the glass at 3. I'm going to make the back 4, and then I'm going to put a railing over the top of the glass. I think that's going to make it look great. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab those back wooden fences as a 4. And zoom out a bit so I can just see it all. Okay, that's going to be great. Alrighty. Yep. And let's not forget to put the door back in here for our zookeepers. It's going to be a neat little place. And while we're here, let's grab... In fact, since we're using that pointed roof, now that I think about it, let's go ahead and do these at a 5. Very cool. Very good. So, Jackson chameleons, and before we forget, let's actually put the chameleons in the chameleon display. I think that's going to help a lot. So, you can see that they're pretty little guys. And they're going to have plenty of room in that display, so I'm not feeling bad about that at all. In fact, I could probably make it smaller, but when you do that, you do tend to have problems with, like, hitboxes and stuff. So, yeah, it's bigger than a panther chameleon probably needs, but that's okay. I am perfectly fine with that. And we'll hop over here, and we'll go ahead and begin on our Jackson chameleons. And these are in alphabetical order for the most part, but every now and then you get a weird one. Alright, just note to self. Jackson chameleons. These are the really cool ones with, like, the triceratops horns that I understand they actually probably make pretty good pets, but when you think chameleon, you usually think Jackson chameleon. At least I usually think Jackson chameleon. There he is. Cute little guy. I believe he's also a rainforest animal. Yep, tropical rainforest. So we'll go ahead and fill him up. And same kind of thing, because it is a smaller one, let's pick sort of shelters first, and food and water. And so it's going to be a very similar looking design to that front one. Or, I said front one, to the one right across the way there. To the point where I kind of want to break that up a bit. How am I going to do that? I think I've got an idea. Let's hop into here, and let's see if I have the object I'm thinking about. And if I do, I've got a really good idea. If not, we're just going to have to move on. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo. So let's see, do I have the object I'm thinking about? Well, I think that's back. There we go. That's what I wanted. These stairs. Perfect. That's what I want. So then what I'm going to do is put in a little shelving for our guys. Like they're going to have an upper deck almost. Ooh, higher than that. And one higher. That'll work. I'm going to have to put in two. And we're going to need to move you just to, again, avoid hitbox problems. Move you up here. And then we'll need to move that food. Whoops, not zoom. Rotate. You fool. Rotate to grab that rancid meat. I think it's called flies. Yeah, flies is what it's actually called. Alright. And we'll grab our ladder real quick. And I don't believe they'll actually be able to use this, but at least it'll look like they've got a little upper shelf they can climb up to and camp out in and have fun on. I think that's going to look pretty good. Again, just some rocks for a look. I'm going to use pretty much the same plants, the short grass. And not the oriental lilies, but our beautiful little birds of paradise. Not sticking through the glass. And any trees, I'm not 100% satisfied with the trees I use in the other display, so. Oh, this one actually, okay, that's a little bigger, but it does actually come from Madagascar, so that's why I had to take a peek at it. I don't see anything that blows me away. Let's just go ahead and use, like, the stick, or log, I guess, technically. Not much room there. Okay, we're going to stick with those little trees, because they are just about the perfect height. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And I think I might want to put in a heat lamp for them, but I'm not sure. Oh, they've got like little playthings too. I always forget about that. Monkey tree and killy tree and I mean the killy tree comes directly from the directly from the reptile pack. So I know for a fact that'll work great with them. So maybe instead of these trees, which I'm not 100% happy with, take those out and grab the chameleon trees, which are nice and low to the ground too. Although for some reason they insist on being on a grid. So maybe a couple of those and then one of these guys that I can just plop right there. Take a peek. Even hop down into guest mode for a sec. Oops, I got on pause for that. And as the dust settles, yeah, that looks pretty good. One thing I kind of want to do, though, just for a little added realism, is to put a peg down right here so it looks like that's got a support beam. So let's go ahead and grab our support beam real quick. Should be in here. And that's at a 2 height. There. That'll make me happy. Make me so happy. And once again, we'll want to actually put our animals in the display. Jackson chameleons. And I feel comfortable putting 4 down because, like I said, this does look like a big display for just a single Jackson chameleon. Like if you saw in a actual zoo, it would almost have just like a standard terrarium, like the kind you would have in your house. But you know, that's how it is. It is Zoo Tycoon 2. It's not exactly perfect. You are actually going to cause a hitbox problem, so I'm sorry, chameleon tree, you're gone. Because we're going to want to put our door there for our zookeeper to get in and out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Doing excellent. So I think what we're going to do now is leave the reptilia pack for just a second. So we can go ahead and bring in our African spurred tortoise, which is just standard Zoo Tycoon content, actually. And I actually really like them. I don't know why, but for some reason I do. And I scrolled way past African Adventure. I'm pretty sure they come from the African Adventures. That's American. African Adventure, there we go. Pretty sure that's where they come from. Yep, there they are, the African spurred tortoise. There we go. And you can see, even though they're just regular Zoo Tycoon content, they look pretty good. Like, surprisingly good for ones that were actually made by Maxis and not modders. So yeah, and they are a desert animal. Desert. Let's go ahead and switch that down. And they are turtles. They do like to go in water, so we definitely want to have a source of water for them. Something big enough that they can kind of actually bathe in and get into. So I think that's going to be good. For plants, I have a lot more options with them, but I think I'm going to keep it fairly simple. Like a rock here in the corner. Like that for plants. I'm not going to put down too many plants. They are desert, but there's one thing in particular I'm thinking about. Is this it? No, definitely not. I don't see it now. Maybe I'm thinking of an old mod I had. It's aloe vera. Yeah, I must be thinking about an old mod I had. That's okay. We'll get through without it. In fact, I don't think I have any African desert plants right now, do I? These all appear to be the American Southwest. Oh, there's desert grass. And the chrysote bush, so nope. Well, I guess technically the aloe vera. So, yeah, I'm going to put down some aloe vera up front here, and then kind of disguise their food inside that. I'll put in a rock there. Oh no! I erased my aloe vera. No! How will they cure their sunburn? And grab me some food. I'll just put down like the basics. Are they going to need water in a dish as well as there? Well, I'm not sure, so let's just put one down. Alright, and we'll need to add a door here. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a door here. And I'm also going to kind of cut off these corners here because if you have sharp edges like this, for some reason, sometimes the animals get stuck or there's a problem. So what I'm going to do is actually, oops, kind of shrink their exhibit just a wee bit. And put in edges like that. Still, very happy. Very cool with those. Let's actually put our tortoises in, of course. So, some African spurred tortoisei. Fantastic. Okay, so what's next? What's next? I think we're going to go back to the Reptilia pack, which I do highly recommend. I was able to find it with the links in my description, so if you're looking for it, you can just find it down there, I believe. It was at Roundtables where I found it. It took a little digging, so I forget the exact pathway, but it was like a link in somebody's signature. It just had all the word's going to come to me. Just had all the there's Dinosaur Man, that's the word. Dinosaur Man is the guy that modded a lot of the products. Do I want to put the, whoops, oh, Cobra I'm loose. Do I want to put the Cobra here? I think so, because I don't think he's big enough to justify putting him in the big tank. So let's go ahead and do that. First thing I'm going to do is kind of wall off his exhibit, like we did with the tortoises. Oops, not the right height. No, nope, okay. I'll get it. You know I will. And while we've got this open, let's go ahead and just put in the door. Again, shelter first. Since this is a snake, whoops, that's not going to be. Yeah, I can't fit either of those. Shoot. Okay, we'll just keep it with the scrub burrow then. And we'll have this one kind of on the side. Its biome is desert? Yep, okay, good. Semi-desert, actually, but it'll still match up fairly well with what we've got going on the other side. I believe that's not gonna, yeah. And just be taking a peek around, seeing what we got here. Quiver tree. It's actually very pretty. Yeah, let's definitely put that one in. Right there. Food. Yeah, I'm going to keep it the smaller, simpler things, just because it won't take as much room. Just like that. they're semi-desert plants. Probably going to be a little more. There's one. Mesca. Ooh, that's cool. It's not going to fit, but that's cool. All bushman grass. Alright, I'll put a little here. I don't want to put so much. Red Hot Poker. Okay, just for the name alone, I get some Red Hot Pokers in here. And they look pretty too. Definitely happy with the Red Hot Poker. Kind of use them to disguise the water dish too. Yep, that's gonna work. Definitely gonna work. I just had a thought. Yeah, I'm gonna save myself some troubles later by doing a little interior fence redesign by switching all of these interior wood fences just to a level 4. So if you're playing along at home, it's a level 4, and we're just going to do that throughout for all of these fences in here. Okay, now you're just trying to make me mad. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this right. Yeah, I just foresee this saving me a lot of headaches, and you'll see why later. I hate these long, like, quiet pauses where I just stop talking. I don't know. Should I put music in? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe it won't seem as awkward if there's music playing in the background. Okay, yeah. Very good. And now we'll put in our snake friend. Ringneck spitting cobra. Very dangerous. You go first. And just drop in a couple female cobras there. Very cool. That's working great. So what are we going to put in our big exhibit? What is the big attraction? What is drawing everyone here? Good question. And the winner is the Nile monitor, the largest lizard in Africa. So, I don't know if you've ever actually seen a Nile monitor. I'm not sure if I've seen a Nile monitor. I have seen monitor lizards before, and they are ridiculously big. They're actually pretty impressive. I think they're actually a little undersized here in Zoo Tycoon 2. Because that's about, well, they almost take up a full square there from tip to tail. So, yeah, they're pretty big. Definitely that's what we're going to put in here, though, since that's going to be the most impressive thing. Although I wonder, since it's not going to be like a crocodile, maybe if I should split the display, just go with me here, and put in another one of my favorite animals from I'll find it here. The Amphibia pack, and that is the Goliath frog, which is an African animal, exclusively into a very small patch, and these are humongous frogs. Just absolutely humongous. If you've never seen a picture of a Goliath grouper, you should look one up. You know what? I'm not going to do it here, but maybe I'll sneak one in somewhere else in our African display. Yeah, I'm not going to do one here because the amphibians require a very special display. Very special because you have to make sure that they're getting adequate water to lay their eggs in and have their tadpoles in. So I'm not going to do that here, just because I would have to completely redesign and rehaul, and I'm already at the 45-minute mark. Oh no! So we'll speed things up a little here. I'm going to try to finish within 15 minutes. I think I can finish in 15 minutes. Although not if I stand around yapping like I am, so let's get to work. African Adventure, whoops, not Creation's Calamity. African Adventure. And where is my Nile monitor? There it is. I think this one's actually a wetlands is where that. Yeah, it puts it in wetlands. So that means, of course, we're going to want to give it a nice little river, or a little simulated river to swim in. Something like that, and we'll even cut through the exhibit like that. And just narrow it up a bit. Thank you. Really smoother here. Okay, we'll put in entrances on either side, I think. Shelter first. This one is going to have a display big enough where we can use, not that one, but we can use this really cool shelter log, which I like a lot. Right there. Food supplies. Again, I don't know if they'll drink just from the river or if they need a water dish. So I'll put down water dishes just in case. I'm going to put one right here. Get me some foliage. And we'll just go with that broken log theme, I think. Spike grass, water spider. I'm looking for the cattails. Looking for the cattails. Get your plant. Cattails. King's cups. They kind of go everywhere, but these breathing roots. They come from the American Adventures expansion, and I really like to use them in wetlands displays. I think they look great. So even though it technically says that they're an American plant, I'm still just going to use them here. I don't care. I'm going to break my own arbitrary rules. So tough. Some wetland rocks. Oh, those are too big. Those are still too big. Oh, I kind of like them. Something like that, and then we'll use more breathing roots around it, so it's like algae building up against them. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Where is, like, the jutting log? Mangrove, date palm. Is that going to be too high? Yeah, it is. Too high. Thinking. Yeah, I'm probably not going to put anything in then. I'm just going to stick with plants. And we'll take kind of these papyrus again that we used for the flamingo. A couple episodes back. It's been a while, actually, since we did our flamingos. I'm kind of... I guess I got the Zoo Tycoon 2 bug again, because I've been getting back to this more often, which is good. Good. means I can create more content for wonderful people like you, who take the time out to watch my silly videos. Thank you so much, I do appreciate it. Let's get some Nile monitors in our Nile monitor house. Boom. And boom. Nile monitor 2 needs... Okay, yeah, see. So we're only, even in that larger space, it's only going to have enough room for one Nile monitor. They're pretty territorial, I guess. So, very cool. Oh, one more thing. We need to make this acceptable for our guests now. So, the first thing we're going to do is I kind of snuck in a little surprise here. Well, I thought I did. Let's see. In that we are going to have a little bit of a statue in the center of a giant chameleon for our guests to look at. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Maybe I want to put him on a raised platform. Yeah, in fact, I think that's how I'm going to treat him. So what we'll do here, briefly remove this fence. And we're going to scoot you out of the way, Mr. Reptile sign, it says. And we're going to make a little platform for him real quick, and I'll show you how to do this. We'll use the kind of wood that we're using for the backs of our exhibits. Which is right here. Take the low one. And while this is available, what I'm going to do is sort of open this up. And real quick, I'm going to grab a mister. Not the Arctic one. Yeah, just the fog machine. I'm going to plant that fog machine down there real quick so our reptile house will be nice and cool. Nice and cool reptile house. Oh, this is a long one. I'm sorry, this is going so long, but I want to finish this up before we go, so just bear with me. You know, you can always skip to the next episode if that's already up to. I would understand. One higher. Did that hit? Nope. It actually was one lower. Pick up our little reptile guy. Oh, come on. I can't place it so it overhangs. Okay. It's gonna be like that, huh? You're gonna be like that. Let's see if we can't trick the game real quick. Why do you still have to be on the grid, reptile sign? No. Ugh. Do I want to cut into the pathway to get the reptile sign to work? Not particularly. Alright, so reptile sign, you're going to go outside. And you, little roof, are going to go away. I'm going to pick a different kind of fence and put in some nice trees right in the middle. In fact, I think the fence we're going to go pick is going to come from our Reptilia pack. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Ugh, so long. Taking so long. Nope, this is going to be fine. This is exactly the one I wanted. Is it? No, it's not. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Where are you? Is that gonna look okay? Yeah, I think that's actually gonna look pretty good. No, nope, nope. Low chain link. Nope, 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 nope. Arc! Ah, to fail so close to the end. No. Low concrete. Why? Erg. Okay. I'm just gonna go with a backup plan then, because I don't want to hold you here any longer than I have to. I think I'm gonna just take this low wooden post fence, which looks very nice. It's got a little nice ornate design on it. Very cool. And let's go ahead and grab some foliage real quick. I need flowers, stat. Poinsettias. Well, it's not Christmas time. Roses? Can't go wrong with roses, can you? I hope not. That's my theory when I'm in trouble with my girlfriend. Can't go wrong with roses. And some kind of tree to put in the middle. Something pretty and tall and multicolored. Something like that actually would work great. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Whew, this one is actually probably going to take us more than an hour. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. Maybe I'll do some editing after I'm done, but I'm going to finish it. Alright, let's grab another one of these guys. And we'll use them as sort of sentries to our reptile house. And once again, if I was better at planning everything out, I probably would have pushed this further away from the bathroom, but that's okay. That'll work fine. Too late to go back now. Let's go ahead and get the roof on, I think is where we're at. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab the roof real quick. Oh, no, what I was doing was getting in guest stuff. One thing at a time. Let's not allow ourselves to get crazy. Roof. The roof. Alright, I'm going to just put a basic flat roof on, so I'm going to put a cut here to save time. See you in a minute. Okay, so real quick, what I did was I put a flat roof around the outer ring and a flat roof, which was one step higher in the inner ring here. I then put the flower box by Snow Leo around the outside, and I put a glass rim around the inside here. And now the piece de resistance is the safari roof we're going to put on top right here. Oop, come on. Stop fighting. Okay. There we go. There it goes. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to guest mode real quick to make sure that looks the way I want it to. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. Really, really special and awesome. We're actually standing inside a railing there, of course. Let's go ahead and, before I forget, turn the opacity down here. That's right, the opacity doesn't disappear. So we'll put another roof on it real quick. But let's get a couple zookeepers assigned here. Grab you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to put doors in for our zookeepers in the back. Don't want to forget that. So our zookeepers are going to have entrances back here. Your monitors and desert tortoises. You are backup for desert tortoise and Jackson chameleons. You are panther chameleons and spitting cobras. And you are backup spitting cobras and backup Nile monitors. Okay. Good. So this is just about over. Let's go ahead, turn the opacity back up. We'll put our roof back on, and then we'll switch into guest mode and take a look around real quick, and then I'll let you go. Thank you so much. I can't believe how long this one went. Yeah, I've beaten the hour mark. So hurrah, huzzah! If anybody makes this to the end, makes it to the end of this, I will be amazed and grateful to you. Okay, now it's fighting me, of course. Well, come on, just a second ago you were on perfect. Don't do this to me. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, hold 1 sec. There we go, got it back on. Alright, on pause, and we'll switch into guest mode. Then we'll take a look at this little area we're starting to build up here. And eventually we're gonna put some more like trees and stuff around the outside of that display. Whoops, I just threw ourselves into the pit right next to the lions. I'm sure that's nothing bad's gonna happen with that. Oh, okay, Grand Seekers 1's pregnant. There is, of course, our dining area from the last time. And now we can see the entrance to our reptile house. Again, if I was a little smarter, I would have pushed the entrance to the reptile house a little further off the path, but I'm not that smart. Well, it came out pretty well. There's 1 or 2 things more I forgot to do that I wanted to do. But let's just take a look around, and I'll do them at the beginning of the next episode, because, like I said, this has gone on forever. Alright, there's our little happy Jackson chameleons. I'm sorry, these are the panther chameleons on this side. Doing great and wonderful. Looking awesome. Looking so amazing. Looking so great. Yeah, I like the fact that we went with that tree there. Moving on. Let's take a peek here. They're wonderful tortoises. Oh, doing so wonderful. So great. Our big Nile monitor display. Yeah, I need to put in, like, do not tap on glass signs and things like that. But, our monitor's doing a pretty good job of hiding. But I can hear it. Go around here, and there are our spitting ringneck cobras. And their beautiful display. I do like that tree a lot. Should use that more often. And we'll come around here to our... There are our Jackson chameleons. Doing so wonderful. Already feeling the display up with poo. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for joining me today, for sticking around for the full hour treatment. I can't believe it went that long. I'm so sorry. But I really do enjoy reptile houses, and I think that one actually turned out really well. Like I said, there's a few tweaks or stuff I'll probably do either at the beginning of the next episode or even before it begins. But I want to thank you for joining me today. Of course, we're not quite ready to leave our African exhibit yet. We still have our 3 exhibits to finish, so please continue to leave suggestions and comments down below. Next time, I'm probably going to try to do the smaller exhibit here so we can also finish up the African house by putting a roof in here and doing everything special like that. Also, before I go, I'm looking to start a new series on this channel. Basically, I want to do a partner zoo with any other experienced zoo tycooners out there that want to join me. Just send me a PM or leave a comment below if you think you'd like to join me in making a brand new zoo. The only rule I would have about it is that it needs to be a challenge zoo instead of a freeform, because I just think those are a lot more fun. But again, thank you so much for sticking around, listening to me yap, watching me put that together. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you so much.